Here's something you can do at home. Teaching reasoning skills. So our teachers are starting to use this type of language in lessons, these type of activities. Prove it. A prove it activity is a really simple way of children sharing reasoning skills and starting to talk and explain their understanding. So for example, in maths you could say, prove that two-digit numbers do not always add up to equal three-digit numbers. So they have to go off and think about what two-digit numbers could go together that won't necessarily make a three-digit number. So they have to go off and prove whether the statement is correct or incorrect. Convince me is a similar concept, with the idea of convincing someone that something is true or false. And it doesn't have to be a right or wrong answer. It's really important to remember that actually, if they just generate an opinion and start to explain why, that still is developing the reasoning skills. It's really, really important to support the mastery curriculum. What if is a really good way of getting the children to be creative and predict and use evidence to back that up. So for example, you could ask a question at home, what would happen if Dubai ran out of electricity? They would then use their knowledge that they've gained in school, they would go off and research and start to come up with a prediction of what might happen if Dubai ran out of electricity. Odd one out is a really great one to allow children to start to develop and think deeper about various topics. So you could pick 3 countries if you were looking at geography: Brazil, Argentina, Mexico. Which one is the odd one out? There isn't necessarily a right or wrong answer. It's about getting the children to start to reason and think deeper about a certain topic. They may say that Mexico is the odd one out because of their geography knowledge, but they may look at the flags and realise that Argentina is the odd one out because it's the only one that doesn't have green within their flag. So they can go and investigate lots of different ways and why one of those countries might be the odd one out. And that could be done in art as well: blue, purple, orange. Which one is the odd one out? They may then delve and start to think about different types of colours. So blue and purple are cold colours, orange is a warm colour, so orange is the odd one out. These are simple activities to develop the reasoning skills of children, which really helps them develop those mastery skills, those explanation skills that are vital to the WEC mastery curriculum. Same and different, or better and worse, also allow children to compare 2 different things and say whether they think the subjects are same or different, or whether they're better or worse. For example, Dubai, London, are they similar or different, and in what ways? It gets them to evidence, it gets them to explain, it gets them to reason. Henry VIII, Elizabeth I, who was better? You get to think about who was a better monarch in the UK, whether Henry VIII was better or worse than Elizabeth I. And a similar one, always, sometimes, never. Another statement is given and the child has to say whether it is always true, sometimes true, or never true. So for example, touching the ball with your hands in football is always, sometimes, or never a foul. So they have to develop their understanding of football, understand the rules, and then they have to reason and explain why that statement is true all the time, sometimes true, or never true. So this is something that you can do at home to support your child's reasoning skills, and it can be based upon any topic, and they don't always have to be right as long as they're explaining and reasoning why they've made certain choices. So if you do have any more questions about the mastery curriculum, about how the mastery curriculum is delivered in your year group, then please do talk to your class teacher. They will be happy to answer any questions. Thank you very much for listening to the video. I hope it's been helpful. Have a good day.